Wee boo boo, wee boo boo, yana.
I'd like to acknowledge that we're on the traditional country of the Dharug people. We're here at Wallamattagal, ancestral clan country of the Wallamattagal, the snapperfish people, and we do them proud when we look after country, as we're beginning to do. We're going to kick off today with a smoking ceremony. It's, for those not familiar with the smoking ceremony, it's a ceremony from the old days.
Yana, it's like having a shower in the smoke. Hey.
Today we mark Caring for Country Day. We come together not simply for an event, but for a responsibility. For First Nations people, caring for country is not a project or a program. It's a living relationship, spiritual, cultural, environmental, and intergenerational. Country is not just land, it's our waters, our skies, our stories, our language, our law, ancestors, and for future generations. It holds memory, it holds identity, and it holds us accountable. Caring for country means understanding that we belong to the land. The land does not belong to us.
Auntie Rosie, what's one of the things that you love about caring for country and why it's important?
Well, for thousands of years, the Dharug people have cared for country. They have been a part of country. They are not separate to country. So caring for country, passing it on, making sure that there was a tomorrow for the new generations coming through. The critical part was looking after nature, looking after our living landscape, looking after each other.
So what's important to me is just the relationship that that grows not just with country but within yourself. So for example, when we have access to particular places or that we've nurtured, when we're there for a long period of time, you just feel you're one with country. And so everything becomes clearer. So waking up in the morning, being with the birds, whatever's out there, it's like it's a knowing as well, that they know that you're there too. And so it's like you wake up together. It's reciprocation.
It's such a great concept that it embraces absolutely everything to do with not only where you live, but how you relate to other people, how you relate to nature, how you just relate.
I love to just be in country and actually have a communication beyond what we see and actually feel and be present. That's what I love. But what I loved about today is that we are giving corporate, government, locals, bush regeners, education a chance to actually feel what we feel and come together because we're all in this together. Yep. It's a sense of responsibility and also back to community.
We have a burn team, we have our own hazard reduction burn team, but my role's really as a fire ecologist to check that our plants and animals, they're adapted to fire, but we've got to put in the right type of fire, engineering of fire for their benefit, for both the plants and the animals.
I think knowing it's going, like country will still be there for our kids. Like if we look after it and we look after it properly, we continue to burn it and nourish it and love it, it will be here for our families and our children.
No chemicals, no toxins, and the principle of regenerative farming is that you leave the land in a better condition than when you found it, so it's going beyond simply sustainable or organic farming. It's actually seeking to improve the condition of the soil and the life within the soil and the diversity of the animals and plants moving around that ecosystem.
I've spoken to a number of councils and to national parks, so for me this is a day of learning also, and we can learn from each other, I feel. I call that right way science, bringing the traditional burning methods from the Aboriginal people in with our science-based Western philosophy. So we can learn together and have a great time doing it, even a few smiles. I learned a tune at Macquarie from two lovely Aboriginal ladies. It's called Little Piggy Billa, so I'll play that. It's an old waltz.
I want to say, what's today about? It's about answering the question, what are you doing to care for country? My aim has been to raise the consciousness, and when we ask that question, then everyone has to think about, well, what is the answer?
I'm very excited by Jo's project, even in this day, to bring everyone together. It's a 3-year project she's doing for the Harmony Centre, and I think it's fantastic. We could just take so many learnings and take that into the future.